Have you ever wondered what would happen if you got all of my friends together to create one Minecraft realm? Of course you haven't, but I don't care, because that's what we did anyways. Back in December of 2020, we created our first realm and had lots of fun on it, so we decided to go for round 2. This is the story of that round 2. The realm has slowly descended into chaos, but before we can understand that, we must go to the very beginning. Welcome to Season 2 of the Minecraft realm. But before we get into that, we have to introduce you to all my friends. First of all, there is me, Gilby, with the username Captain Yoshi. Then there is Mark, who goes by Fang Pumpkin.
BBM is supreme.
Mark's sister, Megan, plays as Lenny Boy.
Hi.
Kinda weird that she has a girl name but has boy in her username, but I can't assume genders in 2021, so moving on to Johnny. His username is Zooch, and let's just say he's an interesting guy.
What is good? What is good?
Johnny has a brother named Timmy or Pie Flavor. Andy, going by Ghost Andy, is a very chaotic person.
Planks are better.
Noah knows a little too much about hacking things.
Subscribe to Asian Banana on YouTube.
Also, his username is Asian Banana. John is next. He's a pretty chill dude, going by Flying Fishy.
You're trash, kid.
There are also some other people, but that's it for the ones you will mostly see. On May 10th, 2021, Season 2 began. The realm was made by Mark's brother, OPG Lenny, or Kyle. The first thing I did was spawn in a small forest and attempt to get my first kill. My plan didn't work, however, because 3 minutes in and I was already asking for donations. Guys, I'm poor. Please donate to me, Andy. Please donate to me. I'm so poor. Thank you. Thank you. As I continue my assassination mission, we continued to get better materials. While we were doing that, Kyle made a rule board of the 3 rules of the realm. No hacking, Noah. I had 2 apples in my inventory and decided to give one to Mark to keep for the whole realm. My plan with this was to create a bond between us so he doesn't hurt me in the long run, but let's just say that didn't work out as planned. After getting decent stuff, we went to the surface to start looking for a place to live. Little did we know the monsters that would be above. Oh, shoot! Oh, it does so much damage! Kill him! What?
Did this burn the Ender Pearl?
I didn't get it, did you?
I think I burned it.
We were running out of food at this point and hunted in the mountains. As we were smelting materials, Mark got snuck up on by a zombie and met his demise. But we had a new problem. Noah joined the realm. Immediately, he broke one of the rules on the rule board. After I took care of the threat to society, we did a bit more traveling and found the rarest structure in the game.
I found a village, guys.
Oh my goodness, bro! The first thing Mark did upon arriving at this village was torture 2 llamas and make them go deaf.
Fake.
How's it feel, man?
Fake.
Noah thought it was a smart idea to take on the Iron Golem. Me and Mark set up a temporary base, and he was making fun of my brilliant building design.
This is definitely temporary.
Why? What's wrong with it?
Because your building style.
The next day, we went to the Nether to embark on an adventure, and found out right away this wasn't a good idea. We ended up getting teleported to Kyle's base and had to walk back.
I'm almost dead. Oh,
What?
I might die.
Oh my gosh. Next, we went to check out a pillager outpost Mark had found with a village. Once we got back, we went back to the Nether for round 2. Mark tried to pick a fight with Noah's dog.
You punched my dog.
Bro, the creeper, watch out. Creeper.
Oh no. Nah, it's better this way.
Me and Johnny went back to the Nether on our 3rd expedition. As you would expect, it didn't go well, resulting in my first death on the realm. Okay, I don't trust this. Oh, there's 2 gas. No!
Imagine dying.
I went to go visit the first permanent house on the realm, being Timmy's castle. My first instinct was to be abusive to his animals.
Timmy, how much are they worth to you?
Yeah.
The sheep?
Yeah.
They're worth 2 shit.
Okay. I can pay back 2 sheep. PETA, please don't hurt me. We started to transfer our stuff from our home to a new place to live. Mark built a house off camera, so I checked it out. Out of tradition, I had to build my house as a dirt hut. I eventually decided on a hill with a cool furnace area part of the village. I got to work on mining out the mountain. While I was at work, I rescued a fox that was being killed by 2 wolves. Mark and I decided on the name, Dapple, for the fox. I also paid a visit to John's house. John, being the absolute troll he is, became one with the doors. Mark, can you come here inside my house?
I think your house needs some doors.
Bruh!
Oh yeah, Andy, you wanna see my base so far? Negative 356 and negative.
Andy, your house looks ugly, just so you know.
Why do you keep making fun of people, Johnny?
Bruh! How many did you make?
You're not making fun of
Hey,
people.
Andy, stop breaking my house. Get out. John, you are gonna die. Get out. Okay, yeah, you're dead. Come here. Come here. To keep Dapple safe while I worked on my house, we moved him to Mark's house. By this point, my house was coming together pretty well, but it still needed a lot more work to be done. 2 days later, I log on to see Mark's basement started and more doors in my house. Oh, and a boat. We made a portal at Mark's house with one corner missing and went through. The other side was not very safe and quite an annoying spawn. I explored around a bit and narrowly escaped with my life.
They're breeding.
No! 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 No, there's nowhere to run! No! Afraid. No! No! Lava, 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 lava. I got 3 skeletons on me! Woo!
You or John killed them all.
No! 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 This is the end!
I'll
This
take
is
the fact
the
you
end!
didn't kill them.
Bro, why is the Enderman after me? I didn't do anything!
Got my armor.
No! No, no! Double gas! Double gas! I'm juking out all these kids. Whoa! GG easy. I don't lose. I really should just stop messing with the Nether. Instead of messing with the Nether, Mark messed with doors. More doors. Why'd you put a door to my house? Okay. On May 15th, when I logged on, I heard the saddest news I could ever hear.
Do you know what happened to the apple?
No, what happened?
He's been gone.
To this day, I still don't know what happened to him. The whole time we had the realm, I questioned people on what happened to him, but no one confessed. If I ever find out who kidnapped or killed Dapple, I will make sure they regret it every day of their life. Anyway, while I was gone, Mark created a raid farm at our outpost. Raid farms are super OP, so getting these early on is super helpful. On the first realm, we built it pretty late, so having it earlier would help us get max gear way quicker. It can give you about 20 stacks of emeralds an hour, making trading with villagers really easy. However, the raid farm wasn't working, and it started a raid in the village, so we had to clean it up. We managed to kill the raid and we got nothing. We got nothing because we couldn't find where the last pillager was. We looked for a long time, but nothing. So we went about our day and were reminded of our failure every minute with the deafening. I needed to mine for diamonds because iron armor wasn't doing it for me anymore. Mark got to work on making a villager breeding and trading hall, but I was more concerned about how the heck they were getting sleep like this. I got to work on getting good enchantment book trades on the librarian villagers. If you place down a lectern, they will become a librarian. If they have a bad trade, break the lectern, causing them to lose their job, then replace it and see what trade they have. Using this trick, we can get villagers with all the best enchanted books. It's kind of tedious, but it works. In less than 2 minutes, I got really lucky and got protection for 16 emeralds. Once everyone else was on, we tried to fix the raid farm. The first thing we did was destroy and rebuild the spawning area on the other side. Mark also tried to grow a tree up there. We could not stay serious while trying to do this.
Well, I mean, you can go down.
Let's go! No! What?! Moved just in time. No! Why? No! There. I'm like, bruh, come on.
But I did.
No! We got off and tested it the next day. It still didn't work, so we decided it would be best if we built a completely new raid farm at the pillager outpost at Kyle's house. While we were looking for his house, we stumbled across Megan's house, which actually turned out very well. I also got my first horse that died 10 minutes later. What is happening to my TV? Every 10 seconds it blacks out. Oh, my horse died. Okay. We got completely lost, but eventually found our way to the outpost. I got to work on building it. I was making slow progress, but I died many times. Later that day, Mark got on to help us transport a villager for the farm from a nearby snow village. He attached a lead to the boat and was able to safely move it to the top. After all this, we finally had a working raid farm and we celebrated. After that, I built a carrot farm near my house so I wouldn't have to worry about food. I ended up making a sugarcane farm to get paper for books. I tried building it twice, but both times it didn't end up working. I couldn't figure out why at the time, but the reason is because that was a zero-tick farm, and those don't work anymore. Next, me, Mark, and Noah went on an expedition to find our first nether fortress. Mark brought along one of his dogs and named it LeBron.
He's gonna fall into the lava. Wait, you guys
He won't. Right? We gotta protect him the entire time. Oh, he's doing work. While we were there, we also got shroomlights for me and Noah's houses. Then Noah, being the absolute noob that he is, pushed LeBron into the lava, so we made him suffer the same fate. There's more land over here.
What? We don't need to be away from piglets.
No!
Dude, no, no!
Get in! Get in!
Gosh! You must suffer the same fate.
20 minutes later, we found another fortress. This turned out to be one of the most intense moments, and we should have died.
Oh! I saw that chest.
Oh, baby! Oh, I'm out! I'm out!
How did water work?
No wither skeleton!
I wish I had reach.
Oh, I'm so gonna die. I'm so gonna die. No, I'm gonna die!
Hi, bro. Oh my god. Hopefully we don't die. I'm dead. I'm dead.
You're not dying! Move! No! I see you!
There's a blaze.
Oh my gosh, no, we're screwed! What? Dude, I'm blocking it off! Like 10 blazes! Oh! Oh! No! Mine towards them! Go! Oh my god! No! I'm dead! I'm dead! Totem! No! Help! Regardless, we managed to get all the blaze rods we needed. But Mark ended up dying to a wither skeleton and blaze. And I also died later. We weren't able to get our stuff back, but Noah survived and made it back to safety. I went to visit Noah's house and got a new horse. I went mining for iron and diamonds, but while I was gone, there was some trolling going on. I don't know all of what happened, but basically Mark and Johnny were stealing his horse and dogs. At some point, Mark was on Noah's horse and created this thing while on the horse. I don't even know how he managed to do that, but he did. I think Johnny added some details to it too, somehow. I was coming back from the raid farm when my horse became allergic to water. Then it revived itself. Weird flex, but okay. I made my first netherite tool, being my fortune pickaxe. Me and Andy went on a netherite expedition and got 15 ancient debris total to split between me and Andy. Then I started making my bedroom. I did the second half of my bedroom kind of based off of a bastion, with the chest in the middle and the blackstone bricks. I asked Mark for some obsidian to make an ender chest, but instead he covered my chest with obsidian. When I came back from the raid farm, the doors had returned, along with some water. Okay, this is gonna be a disaster to fix. What'd you do?
Also, I'm claiming your house.
No, you aren't. Wait, how do I fix this? Mark continued the trolling by bullying my horse.
So?
He gave me a new horse, and this one had better stats. He also got a new horse for himself, and, well, he named it D's. Moving on, I had a murder attempt on Mark, but instead, I got destroyed.
Just because he's the
Megas, this is Ultra Squeeze.
Oh, no! What?
What?
easy.
Me, Mark, and John were searching bastions for loot and for a warped forest. John ended up having to go, but then we found this.
Here it is.
Oh.
Wait.
Wait,
Is that lava?
No, this is,
Oh, this is the main room.
Oh! Pigstep!
Let's go!
Easy! Let's go!
John should have came.
Oh my gosh, he should have. Now, I have a bit of explaining to do. The reason we were so excited to find this was because on the first realm, we spent a total of 10 hours searching for this disc, and we both went insane. Finding this while not even hardcore searching for it was a huge relief. When I wasn't paying attention, a creeper snuck up on me and blew up all of my chests. Around this time, I started thinking of doing the impossible, building a full netherite beacon. This would require tons of beds to netherite mine with, and would be a project that would last the whole realm. So we built a sheep pen to start gathering wool. In support of Mark's new campaign called BBM, the sheep would be dyed black and red, and be named the OG BBM supporter. BBM stands for Big Brain Marketing. This is where the market originated from. I went into my house and guess what I found? More doors! And I knew it was Johnny because there was a sign that said licorice on it. Yes, licorice. This kid is obsessed with licorice for some reason. Heck, I even named my axe licorice, because why not? I went to the raid farm, but came back quickly because Johnny and Mark were being suspicious. And I came back to this. This made me really mad because it completely got rid of the natural looking aspect to my house on the outside. But it gave me an opportunity. Mark gave me his netherite shovel to help fix my house faster. I guess as payment, he got to take the life of my horse? I know, it's unfair. I spent the next 20 minutes fixing it, but the opportunity came the next day when I had an idea. Mark's shovel was named LeBron IV, with 4 eyes as Roman numerals. It was named LeBron after the dog that had died in the Nether. He also had other dogs named LeBron II and LeBron III respectively. But for some reason, he decided to name his shovel the 4th one. Of course, now I was in possession of one of the most famous basketball players of all time, and the inventor of rubber bands, and I want to keep that power. So my idea was to create the same exact shovel with the same enchantments, but instead of naming it LeBron IV, I would name it LeBron V. So then, when Mark gets his shovel back, I will give him LeBron V, and I would keep LeBron IV, and hope he wouldn't notice the subtle difference.
Gilbert, where are you? I'm killing you if you don't give me my shovel back.
I was literally about to say, where are you?
You don't know how much gravel I've had to dig through with my fist while I was mining.
Come to my room, I got your shovel.
Oh, I know it took my ender
There it is.
chest.
Oh. Yeah, he did. He didn't think you deserved it.
And to my surprise, it actually worked. I still haven't told him about this to this day, and this video will be the first time he knows about it. Next, I needed to finish my house. The only part I had left was my furnace area. My idea was to have a factory/steampunk design, and keep the building from the village in the build. It turned out exactly how I wanted it to. Johnny helped by adding this nice aesthetic pillar right in front of my house. I also got to finish the desert exhibit in my house. Around this time, Mark kept stealing the dead bushes I would put in that exhibit, and sometimes the glowstone. It was very annoying because I would have to get a new dead bush every time. This would continue for the rest of the realm. Then we were messing around in my house when we experimented with respawn anchors. I wasn't really sure how they worked as I never used them before.
Oh, that's cool.
To fill it up. Yeah, I don't... Oh! What? After my chest being blown up, I figured it was probably time to get them organized. I got a new horse and then headed to the raid farm to build an item burner to get rid of extra items that were clogging up the chests. I took an Impaling 5 book I needed from the chest that Mark claimed was his and accidentally burned it in the item burner.
Actually, I do want it for my Riptide Trident.
Oh, whoops, it's already in the burner. Oh, shoot! The funny thing is, I did this exact same thing on the first realm with an Elytra. Basically, I thought the book would go in the last slot of the item burner because there were items in the first slot, but nope, it just got burned instead. Sometime while I was gone for a couple days, Mark put a creeper in my desert exhibit as a prank and named it GG Easy. I killed it because I was annoyed with him, but later on I was thinking that it would actually be pretty funny to have a creeper in there. So we did it again. It was way harder than it should have been, but eventually we got it in there from above. To make things better, I killed my horse with my sniper rifle. We needed a new name for the creeper, so obviously the best name for this guy was My Best Friend, because he is the source of all my happiness. Noah was freaking out in chat, so I grabbed the new horse and headed over to his house. Someone had severely griefed his house. We were pretty certain it was Johnny or Timmy. After going to Johnny's house and seeing his very convincing words, we knew it was Timmy. Now here's where things got interesting. I thought this was a thing Timmy or Johnny did because Noah was just killing them a bunch for being annoying, so I was on Noah's side. But then I learned this. He burned down Timmy's little sister's house. Like, what the heck was he thinking? It was basically equal in terms of destruction. Noah claims that Andy had told him that house was Johnny's, and so he burnt it down to get revenge on Johnny for being annoying, I guess. But of course, it wasn't Johnny's. It was his little sister's. So now there was a big war going on, and both of them have a good reason to be mad. We went to the original village where the house was to check the destruction, and sure enough, it was pretty gone at this point. We finished a raid happening there, and I made the best snipe of my life. The very next day, we got on, and Johnny says that Timmy is griefing Noah's house even more. We rush over there and kill him. We talk to him, and to make him happy, we rebuilt the house Noah burnt down. We finished the house, and it looked pretty good. Luckily, this concluded the war between Noah and Timmy. Me and Andy started to build an ice path for boats to the raid farm. This would make the whole journey a lot faster and very helpful. After 2 hours, it was complete and was super speed. Right away, we got started on another project, being our sheep farm. We wanted to make it partly automatic, so even if we weren't always shearing them, we would still get wool for netherite mining. It was pretty easy to make, and we put the OG BBM supporters in 2 of the containers so we knew where they were. Mark was trolling me by digging underneath my campfire in my furnace area, and getting rid of tons of dirt that I would have to cover up. Yeah, well, one day Johnny just decided to dig all of it out. I finally got to work on the final part of my house, which was the door. My idea was to have a redstone gravel door that would kind of go with the dirt hut aesthetic. One YouTube tutorial later and it was done. We tore down the old rave farm in our village because our next project was a creeper farm. Me, Mark, and Andy all worked on the creeper farm. It is a very tedious project, but we got it done and it worked well. We needed this farm to have fireworks when we got elytras. The first night I went AFK there, I got a full chest of gunpowder. We went to see that Noah had built a new house on a mountain named Mount Your Mom. The mountain literally roasts you in the name itself. I was causing chaos, and then Mark and Noah started freaking out that I killed Noah's horse, which was obviously Mark.
Silver just killed you.
What? What do you mean?
Silver just killed your horse. You just killed my horse.
I killed your horse? You see, this is a prime example of Mark's campaign called BBM. It's all about manipulating people into believing you are the good guy when you really aren't, and I always fall victim to this unavoidable trap. Back at Mark's house, Mark wanted to kill his only good horse, the one he had from the beginning, Dee's. He was worried with the recent war of Timmy and Noah that someone would try to steal Dee's and wanted to kill him to make sure no one could have him. But me and Johnny noticed that the Dee's he was going to kill wasn't the real one. The name wasn't italicized like it was supposed to be. That must have meant that someone kidnapped Dee's and replaced it with a fake. On June 8th, the new 1.17 update was released, so we spent all day exploring it. First, me and Mark got our very own goats and enslaved them into our homes. With this new update came 3 new achievements. First one I unlocked with the goat in the boat. Then I got a new horse and all of us went thousands of blocks away to find new chunks with the new blocks. We stumbled across an underwater cave and I found the new deep slate and glow squids. We then swam in the ocean a bit and found some axolotls. We found a buried treasure with lots of good loot, including the last disc Mark needed to complete his collection. We went back into another cave to collect more deep slate and found an amethyst geode.
Yeah. Yeah, Gilbert, all of this stuff.
Whoa! Whoa, I found it!
Oh!
Yo, I'm the best! Let's go! We needed this in order to make the best new item in the game, the spyglass. Next, Andy had the idea of building an aquarium with the axolotls, so we went to the coral reef and collected tropical fish, axolotls, and coral blocks. Andy had previously been living in Mark's basement, but was kicked out and made his new house in one of the village houses. We built the aquarium in Andy's new house. It actually turned out looking pretty cool, and we even threw a trident in there for extra decoration. Noah's new house wasn't finished, and we needed to work on the basement, so me and Mark went there to help. But let's be honest, we weren't much of a help. We were trolling and killing him with our spyglasses.
Stop! Dude!
It looks better. Oh! Thanks! I really like the scenery you're going for.
Whole tree is gone.
It was never there to begin with.
You know what? Just because you did that, I'm killing your best friend. Oh gosh. Oh my god. He exited it right here. Right here, right here.
Go, go, go! Dig, dig! He logged out and we dug a hole right where he logged off. Mark was murdering him as I was fleecing him, trying to get him all the way down to Bedrock. It was very challenging, but somehow we did it. Go! Dig him down, get him! Dig him down!
Oh crap.
Oh, looks like you're stuck here, boy. Come here, kid.
He's trying to escape. Oh gosh.
Get him? Get him down? There's no escape?
Stop! Please! Please!
Dig him down to Bedrock? Dig him down to Bedrock?
Pop that tunnel? Please! Please! Please, dude!
Okay, the challenge is to get him to Bedrock. Get him to Bedrock. Oh, we have a chance. We have a chance. We have a chance.
The water. I just wanted to build my home.
I'm digging a hole. Is he gonna fall?
Can you guys actually stop? Not letting him hide?
Oh, there we go. That was good distance.
You only have so many totems on him? I want that armor?
Almost there. Oh, there's a cave. There's a cave. We're almost there. Hold on. He's escaping. He's escaping. Go, go, go. Go. Go after him.
In my skirt mine? What the heck?
Oh, why are you in his mind, Noah?
How did we get here?
I don't know. Just keep going. Oh,
Oh my gosh.
Bro, we're so close. We're at 8.
Holy crap. Even that low. You guys are so dumb.
Here's our chance. Our chance.
Guys, how are you gonna get his stuff out? We're gonna take it.
We did it. We did it. At some point, we were at Megan's house, and I almost murdered Deez. He got in the water, then got surrounded by a creeper. As a good friend, I let him take this on by himself.
Hey, go to your house.
Oh, water, 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 water. Woo! Is it good?
Oh no, I fell into massive pond. I can't.
Bro, get out! You're gonna get killed! I'm gonna opt to find in on it.
Water!
Oh, that's gone. Around this time when the creeper farm was being built, I started going AFK there every night to get lots of gunpowder, but I can't tell you the reason until later in this video. Also, I couldn't find the footage for this, but for the achievement I was doing with the copper block, I placed it down wherever I went for it to get more oxidized, and I stumbled upon this.
You found my bushes?
Yeah, and John found it with me. I mined it, and I'm like, oh, this is where all of them are. Which is actually really funny. I thought you just, like, kept them all for yourself.
No, I was making a graveyard.
And you kept the glowstone in here. Yeah, there's a reason I said that Mark keeps stealing my dead bushes. He was keeping all of them right in my house. On June 11th, me and Mark got everything ready to find an ocean monument. We needed these blocks because I was going to build a battle arena out of these blocks. However, we got distracted when me, Timmy, Johnny, and Mark got invited to some random kid's world. The creator of this world was named Tiny Elf. We joined it and immediately started making plans to sabotage it. We were going to speedrun the game. So I went down into a cave and got tons of iron, but while I was doing that, Mark asked a question that could have possibly ruined the life of Tiny Elf. No, I don't think it is.
What? Will it work?
No way it's gonna work.
Why? What do you need to fix?
Oh, what do you need to fix?
Ooh, what do I need to fix? What do I need to fix?
Oh,
it's confusing to...
It's confusing to type? What? What do you mean? There's no way they're gonna be that dumb. There's no way they're gonna fall for it, right? Oh! Gosh. Oh my gosh, what are they doing? Oh my gosh. They don't know who you are.
No one say anything.
Turn me to creative, let's go to the end.
Wait, are you in creative right now?
Yeah. Dude, he got rid of me. I'm stuck in creative mode.
Wait, what? You're
I'm
stuck?
stuck in creative mode. I see you.
Okay.
Mark, food. I need
Alright,
food.
stack me up. Stack me up, dude.
Here's some food for you guys. Gilbert, grab everything in the chest.
Okay.
Elytras? We met up and got insane gear, of course, and flew to the stronghold. They had absolutely no idea what we were doing. We took a screenshot at the portals to flex on them and jumped in after I said GG in chat to get them a bit confused.
We found it.
Okay. I found a geode, dude, in, like, the stronghold.
What?
Bro, I bet it's because you broke it.
Nah. There
Okay.
we go. Let's take a screenshot from gather around.
Yes. Gather around.
I'm gonna place down a bed. It's gonna be a black bed for death.
I'm just gonna say GG in the
Sleep
chat.
Sleep in the bed.
Alright, let's go, boys. Let's go.
Take some tainted bridge.
Deleted the dragon from existence and showed Tiny Elf the egg. Mark then proceeded to blow up their house and I killed them. And with that, the world was never played on again. Are they actually surprised? Like, bruh.
Okay, well, I'm gonna light their house on fire. Go get it, please. So loud.
Oh my gosh, that is horrible. Oh, I got disconnected. I logged on to see my horse disappearing. So let's just assume it died in some tragic war. I went and got a new horse at John's new house that he just started building. The next day I found out that zero-tick sugarcane farms don't work anymore, so I had to make one that uses bone meal. So I built both a sugarcane farm and a bone meal farm to power the sugarcane farm. I was gone for a week, so when I got back on, some things had changed. Remember when Johnny dug that giant hole underneath my house? Well, now it's bigger and has parkour in there. I completed the parkour, then I was talking to Johnny, and we thought it would be good if we made it actually look nice and not possible to cheat. So the next day, I stayed up until like 1 a.m. making this parkour. It turned out looking and playing really nice. went to shear the sheep just to find that the OG BBM supporters were gone. This was a criminal offense just like it had been with Dapple. My horse once again disappeared, but this time the lead stayed on the fence, meaning he glitched out of the game. Everyone got on to see the new parkour we had made. Now, one of the biggest decisions on the realm was about to be made. Timmy wanted 2 of his friends, Parker and Toby, to join the realm. The thing is, nobody trusted his friends. Everyone pretty much unanimously voted for them not to be on the realm. We all knew if they joined, all our stuff would get stolen and possibly griefed. Of course, we would be fine if they joined and didn't do those things, but that was highly unlikely. It was like a package deal. If you let Parker and Toby on the realm, destruction comes with them. Timmy did, however, say he would take full responsibility for what they did.
Should my friends be able to play on their own?
I don't know anymore. Yeah, I just don't trust your friends. Megan doesn't trust either of them.
Exactly.
No, I told them not to rob you.
Oh, they're gonna listen.
Is that gonna do anything?
Yeah, it will. Trust me, I said if they rob anybody and they find out, they're gonna get kicked from the realm.
That night, I went AFK at the creeper farm to come back to the creeper farm blown up and someone on the realm I hadn't seen before. I asked who he was, and sure enough, it was Parker. He was let on, even though all of us said no. His username is Karmic Island, and later changed into Karmic the Frog. Parker had moved into the village that Timmy was still living in from day one. They now called this village St. Duke's after Timmy's dog named Duke. Parker built a house in St. Duke's. Now they were really trying to make this place a city instead of a lonely village. I then got a donkey and bred it with my horse to make a mule. Mules have better stats than donkeys and can also carry chests on them. I then started collecting lots of flowers for dye, because with the recent naming of St. Duke's, we figured our village needed a name. Mark jokingly said we should name it PEKKAS Playhouse, named after this arena in Clash Royale, and I loved the name because I really liked Clash Royale at the time. So to make sure everyone knew what our village was called, I wanted to build a giant sign in front of it. I wanted the color scheme to be red and black. I would have used the wool from the sheep, but then I knew the sign would get burned down. So I had to make it out of concrete. I went to the desert to collect tons of sand, and I also had to collect gravel. I had no ink sacks for black dye, so I spent the next 30 minutes in rivers looking for squids to kill. Now, here's something I regret doing. Mark asked me where I kept all my gunpowder from AFKing at the creeper farm, and I didn't say it directly, but I basically said I had a secret base.
You said you were working on a secret.
So, what's your plan? You're not gonna find it unless Andy built a secret base here. He tore apart my house looking for this place and around my house. Of course, he had no luck. He also said this.
Imagine he was actually there and you were just off by like one. Like the thing from Dream, or from the Dream SMP. What? Where they like look for the thing from Mr. Beast's challenge.
What?
Oh. And he was like one block off. Yeah, I remember that. That was sad.
Remember this for later. Heck, I don't even trust the viewers to tell you where it is, so I'm not going to. Anyway, we went to the ocean monument and raided it fairly quickly, grabbing tons of prismarine blocks. As we came back, my horse was set afire.
Hold on, wait up. We have to make sure whose horse is whose.
Yeah.
I think mine is this one, and this one is...
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Then I went to work on building the sign, and it ended up looking good. While I was building it, Johnny was helping, and he noticed a rabbit jumped off the cliff and killed himself, so we named the piece of rabbit hide Suicidal Rabbit. Also, no one named what would be the most influential horse of the realm. You don't have a horse anymore. That is pretty cool.
I'm gonna name it Pokimane.
Oh my gosh.
And then I get to say I own Pokimane.
I'm so sorry about this, but for the rest of this play session, I accidentally unplugged my mic, which really sucks because this was one of the most chaotic and funniest sessions of the entire realm. So let's just give you a brief summary of what happened. Almost every single person got on this day, so naturally it was just going to be chaotic. So first off, Mark squeefed the ground by my house, revealing the lake, and my horse was getting out of my pen, so Mark rides it and takes it into the nether. Before I can even get to save my horse, the next thing I know, global warming rates are sky high and tree population at an all-time low. We go to the Nether and Andy is already riding my horse, and Mark makes an opening for him to escape to the rest of the Nether. A gas set my horse on fire, and then this happens. Then we realized we didn't have a flint and steel, so we relied on Andy's big brain for the next 10 minutes to burn wood to light the portal. All of us went down into the villager farm and Andy broke the ladder to get up, and all 5 of us were just stuck down there. Andy also put a ladder in the bending villagers area, and apparently the villagers suffocated on the ladder and died. Next, everyone moved into my house to have a party. Someone said something about a secret chest in my floor, so I showed them I did have one, but there was nothing in there. However, that wasn't the only one. Remember I told you to remember Mark said this?
And he was like 1 block off.
Well, there was another chest full of gunpowder literally 1 block away. And 10 seconds later, Andy did the craziest thing he could ever do. My best friend was milliseconds away from blowing up. It was kind of a blessing I didn't have my mic plugged in here because it was probably one of the loudest times I have screamed no in my life. At some point during all this chaos, Andy died and Johnny got all his stuff. I think Mark and Noah were trying to kill Johnny, then he combat logged. We then proceeded to dig a hole to Bedrock right where he logged off. Then Mark and Noah came up with a truly evil idea. How about we break the Bedrock? You may be thinking, it's impossible to break Bedrock. Well, right at the beginning of the video, I said Noah knows too much about hacking. I wasn't saying this as a joke. They managed to break it. Also, keep in mind that Johnny wasn't losing anything here. It was all Andy's stuff, which makes it so much funny. Oh, there goes my donkey. There it goes. My donkey's got... My mule completely broke Mark's ankles. What are you gonna do? What are you doing? Don't kill my mule. Oh! Oh! No! What are you doing, dude? Why are you killing my mule? Why? Why are you killing my mule? Mule.
I'm assuming it's the one in Gilby's house.
Why are you... Mark was dancing around death and almost died 3 times. What? Bro, on my screen you fell in then teleported to the top.
There's another block underneath it.
Oh my gosh.
That's so...
Oh!
Mark, are you okay?
I'll pay you 2 diamonds if you jump in the hole.
With all my gear?
Oh!
Oh my god.
That was close! After everyone had left, I named my mule Spencer and hid him in a hole so nothing could happen to him. Noah made a new horse named Pokemon because the first one had garbage stats. Somehow Mark kidnapped both of them. Noah was getting annoyed because Mark was going to make him pay for his horses. Big brain marketing. Pokemon was Noah's most prized possession, so he really did not like it when Mark tried to take advantage of her. Noah logged off out of anger, and Mark had the idea to block clutch in the void hole on Pokemon.
I really want to try something where it could go so badly.
Block clutch with the horse? You can't. I don't think you can. Do it, you won't.
I just blocked clutch.
No, you didn't. Show me the clip.
That was so easy.
Oh, he left.
I just did it.
No, you didn't.
I'll do it again.
He successfully did it, but me and John didn't see it, so we made him do it again. This moment would change the realm forever.
well.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he's dead! Oh my god! That, oh!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Dude. Everything's gone. Mark had had enough of PEKKAS Playhouse's shenanigans and wanted to live a simpler, more peaceful life in St. Duke's. Me and John both knew if he moved there, things would not turn out well. Regardless, Mark wants to start his nomadic life.
I'm gonna move.
You're moving?
To where?
Why?
St. Duke's.
No, don't
Why?
leave Pekka's Playhouse.
I'm only gonna live in dirt huts from now on.
Because of your sad life?
Yes.
Okay, this is actually a villain origin story, and I'm really scared of what could
And then
happen.
if I get bullied, I will seek vengeance. I'm only gonna PvP with hoes now.
This is so dumb.
First, I'm gonna rob St. Duke, and then I'm gonna move in with them. I'm starting a villainous life.
Johnny joined the realm, and me and John realized what the whole point of the void hole was in the first place.
Wait. He said BRB. He said BRB.
Oh, wait, go.
Push him.
Go! John, I'm here.
I'm here too. Wait, how did he get in the void?
We don't talk about that.
I just told you. He tried to block punch.
Dude, what? Wait, so you guys are hackers?
Did you push him in?
Yeah.
Johnny, you wanna join my nomadic journey?
The mission was successful. After he died, I gave the suicidal rabbit to Johnny to put on the Pekka Playhouse sign. Mark built his dirt hut right in the middle of St. Duke's. Now, with Mark officially living in St. Duke's, he wanted to run for mayor against Timmy. Apparently, St. Duke's had an election every week, but every time it was unanimously decided to be Timmy. I wanted to make a house in St. Duke's so I could also vote in the elections and vote for Mark. I only wanted to vote for Mark because destroying the source of power, being Timmy from St. Duke's, and having it be in control of someone who was really unpredictable seemed fun. However, Mark claimed he didn't want my pity vote. I didn't care and wanted to do what I want, so I built a secret house right under his, so technically I was eligible to vote.
Gilby's home to be able to vote in St. Duke's.
Don't say anything.
Okay.
Secret between you and me. Don't betray my trust.
Okay. Okay, wait, come here quick.
You're running for St. Duke's? You disgrace.
No, I would never.
You're running?
No, I'm not.
I literally heard what you said.
Well, you heard wrong. After a bit of talking to Timmy, Mark realized that Timmy didn't live in the castle from the first day of the realm anymore. So he moved into the castle. At some point after I built the Pekka's Playhouse sign, St. Duke's built a sign along with Lapineville, which would be Megan's territory. Within the second day, there was already conflict. Parker built a new house right next to Mark's, and for some reason that made him mad because it looked ugly. He wanted the land for himself. Mark and Noah were in St. Duke's, and it sounded like they were planning something, but they wouldn't tell me what it was.
Put it in the stairway. No, because you can move the stairway, but you can't move it. I would put it right here, dude. This is such a main room. Okay, fine. What if we put it on top of his chest? Surround the chests?
What are you doing?
Nothing. Chill. Ew.
They were being very sus, so I went to go spy on them with my Optifine Zoom telescope. I didn't get anything out of it. Now, remember a while ago when we went on that random kid's world and beat the game? Well, one of the people from there, Spacey Harp, was now on the realm. Spacey Harp was Toby. We heard plans of him building a military base outside of St. Duke's. While I was spying on him, Noah was killing and trolling him. Toby then went on about how Noah deserves to be punished and how he thinks he's more powerful than us. At some point when Johnny was bullying Mark, he hid under his dirt hut, but that's where my house was. He destroyed it. He then had a change of mind and realized he would need my vote to win the election because everyone was against him. I made a house on the mountains and made sure it was in the border of St. Duke's. Mark also showed me what him and Noah were working on in Parker's house. Wait, is that... Oh... Yeah, can't we just break it? Okay, I just want to take this moment to express my frustration with raids. Sometimes they are just so dumb because you can't find the last raider. Like, for example, we were missing this entire raid at Megan's house and had no idea where it was. I helped her for 30 minutes and had to use an X-ray glitch to find that they were in a cave system. Finally. Oh my gosh, I got some.
You found them?
Yeah, they're in a cave.
What?
They're in a deep cave. I used X-ray.
That was so annoying.
And
I could not see them anywhere.
oh my gosh, I haven't found all of them though. Me and Megan went to a mesa biome, and along the way I found a mountain. I decided the special mountain was to be named Mount Your Dad, in tribute to Mount Your Mom. I was gone for a week, and while I was gone, another war began. This time between Parker and Mark. Along with putting Bedrock in Parker's house, Mark's cousin destroyed his house by the command of Mark. So technically, Mark didn't do any damage to the house, and he wasn't responsible. He then put his face on the mountain. Parker then added the word evil under it. As revenge, Parker blew up Mark's castle and his old house in PEKKAS. During this time, Toby finished his military base. Also, while I had been gone, there was tension between Toby and the rest of the server. Keep in mind that Timmy was responsible for anything that Parker and Toby do, so the fact that Mark is framing Parker as the bad guy could be very bad for him. There was confusion about this, and we thought that Johnny was also responsible, but he said Timmy agreed to have full responsibility. We could have had a fabulous execution, but nope, it never happened. During all this conflict is when BBM really started to take off. Everything Mark was doing was in the spirit of BBM. I didn't want to support BBM, but I had to in fear of my life and home. There had been some talk at this point of Mark blowing up St. Duke's. I knew that Noah had lots of TNT and could easily supply the necessary funds. But Mark didn't want to use TNT. I was confused on what else he could use, but then I realized. Megan got 50 Wither Skulls from Mark near the beginning of the realm, and now he had a reason to use them. He was giving a direct example of what BBM was willing to do. BBM has the power to ruin the lives of people, and I did not want to be a victim. As I was taking a tour of St. Duke's, I found a mysterious van. I was able to buy some weed from Mark for 15 diamonds. The weed is called N&M Weed. All products have been tried and tested by Pablo. Oh yeah, I remember reading that now. I don't know who Pablo is, but yeah.
I was gonna say,
Thank you. Wow. N&M. N&M Weed.
Yeah, taste it.
After Parker's house got destroyed, we heard he moved, but Johnny wasn't allowed to say where because Timmy would do bad things to him. Timmy didn't know that Johnny said anything to us about where Parker was living, so he tried lying, claiming he didn't know where he was.
Show me where Parker lives. Show me where Parker lives, or the village goes up in flames.
which village?
Noah, I'm not killing. I don't have any of it.
Okay, we don't need that stuff. So we just scream lies in chat. That's a lie. That's a lie. Johnny knows and Timmy doesn't.
No, I'm pretty sure Timmy.
I need to get a flint and steel. For no reason.
Timmy logged off and we knew exactly where he did. So Noah came up with a genius idea. You want to dig?
Yeah, I can go through Bedrock. Let's block trap him.
Suffocate? Okay, do you have blocks?
Do you want me to trap him in Bedrock? Ooh! That'll be so... That's a genius idea. Let me slow down real quick.
We should do this. We should do this. Wait, whoa, whoa! No! No! Shoot!
Get out. You can get out. You are such a bot. Wait, Mark.
After we trapped him, Noah and Mark showed me the factory where the weed for their van was made.
Noah. Let's show him Pablo. Oh, Pablo.
Okay, Pablo isn't a made-up character?
No, Pablo's our weed tester. Can I destroy this?
Well,
Should
yeah,
I destroy this?
I knew that, but...
He's real. He's real.
Oh, okay.
Wait,
is it on mom? Oh, it's on your mom.
Unbreakable. It's explosive resistance. It's just so high.
Your mom?
That's a secret word. That's a passcode. I think it's this one. This corner. Yeah.
Oh, okay. You
Pablo, my boy. Pablo.
Oh.
Don't kill Pablo. Don't kill Pablo.
So this is your guys' factory?
Alright, get out now. Get out. Oh yeah, look at the double chests. Up here.
Oh my gosh. Weed Clapper 9000.
Let's light it up, Noah. Turn it on. No, it's non-functional. It has no more fuel. It doesn't have fuel. Well, we'll let you show them how it works. So it goes in, it cuts it, it brings it
Yeah,
into the
I
double
understand how it works. This is like my bone meal farm, except it cooks it.
Yeah, and then it manually cooks it. Water.
So, how exactly does Pablo test this weed?
We just give it to him.
Okay, fair enough.
Force feed. Noah stole 9 blocks of kelp from Toby's house. Oh yeah, and I converted it to regular. And then I started eating. I'm like, yo, Mark, you want some weed?
Okay.
And that's how our business was founded. That's how our business started, yeah.
The next day, me and Noah found that Timmy wasn't in the trap, and Parker was also with him on the map. As I was searching, my horse got sneak attacked, then sniped. Well.
Was that your horse?
Yep. We spent a while looking for them, but weren't able to find them because, unbeknownst to us, they were in the Nether. This meant we knew they lived in the Nether because of the red marker on the map. After I went searching for beehives with Noah's horse named Sparkles, I then ditched it after finding a better horse. Later, John came with me and I showed him this mega tag I found along the way. With all the beehives I collected, I set up a little area by this river. I went to check on Spencer the mule I hid in a hole to find this. Like it more? No! What the heck?
Did you die again?
No. Much worse.
Oh.
My mule is gone.
Oh, the one you put in the hole?
Yeah.
What happened?
It's gone. You're the only person who knows about it, Megan.
What would I do with a mule?
I don't know what happened to him. One of my only pets on the realm was gone. I built a grave for him. I had to get a new mule and hide it in a different hole. I named the new mule Freddy. Also, when I logged on one day, one of my other horses was gone, so I guess there was a second tragic war. I was netherite mining and decided to join Timmy and Parker's Xbox party, and immediately I got flamed.
Why do you think it's the person who talks like a duck? Your voice cracks so much. Gilby!
What?
Okay. You are a duck because you're on black.
We tried to get information out of them on where they were living now, but they weren't budging. I showed Mark the grave of Spencer, and he did this. You haven't met him, and you... No! What is wrong with you? Oh my gosh! Later, Timmy got on, and he was in St. Duke's. We were done with all their shenanigans and wanted to blow up St. Duke's, but we decided to give one more chance. We were going to make a treaty to give them a small chance of survival.
How do you want to do this? Do you want to sign the treaty, or do you want all of St. to be blown up?
This is what's gonna happen if you don't accept the treaty.
Evan, if you want me to blow up St. Duke's now, we can.
Treaty of Dukes. If the following people, Timmy, Parker, or Toby, make one more mistake, then St. Duke's, all your homes, and everything you care for will be blown up. Mistakes include but are not limited to stealing, griefing, killing, rebellions, and annoyance. Good luck, XD! If the treaty is burned or destroyed, then destruction will come to the lands. We all gathered around in the courthouse in St. Duke's and wrote the treaty. Next, we all signed it, except for Timmy, because he wanted to talk to Parker and Toby if they should sign the treaty or not. Which is kind of weird, seeing as the treaty was literally their only hope. My house in St. Duke's was then annihilated because I had no purpose anymore. Right now. Somehow I got a potion of poison. What? No! My home! Mark! Mark, I spent a whole 30 minutes on this house just so I could vote you into president. The next day, Parker was on. We started to talk to him about the treaty and whatnot. We convinced him to sign it, and then all that's left was Timmy and Toby. Let me tell you another fact about BBM. It is very persuasive. It will make something that is bad for you seem good. Parker was the victim of this. We only blow up your house if someone makes a mistake again, like the treaty said.
Hey, Noah, what's the Licorice Plateau?
He'll tell you if you show us your base. You can't know about it, though.
I really don't trust you still.
Why?
Okay.
The treaty says so. We signed the treaty too.
Yeah, I know. Okay. I swear, if you blow it up, I'm gonna blow up your house.
We won't.
Okay.
We won't.
If you're gonna blow up ours, we don't want to blow up yours, so.
Okay, come to St. Duke's Nether portal then.
Okay.
If you do anything...
No, we signed the treaty.
I
We won't. We signed the treaty. Don't worry.
Okay.
Oh, I've literally seen this bridge so many times.
And 222.
It's this one Timmy's or Parker's?
That one's Tim's.
It's
Okay.
Timmy.
I like the outside of it. It looks kind of cool.
I didn't take much time on it.
You know when I was like flying across the world?
Oh wait, Mark.
You saw this portal, dude?
Yeah, I saw this place. I didn't think much of it.
This was huge for us. We now had the power to destroy everything they cared about, which is good, because if the treaty was broken, we could blow up their houses. Is it cruel? Yes. It's all the workings of BBM. In the meantime, Mark ended his nomadic lifestyle and needed a new place to live. He didn't have a house after the castle got blown up, so this time around, he wanted to make a secret base so no one knew where he lived. He only allowed me to know because he knew no matter what, I would find it. While we were searching far and wide, we came across a giant mountain and we named it something special. We also found this jungle. We were exploring it when we realized how massive this jungle was. We found tons of different structures like pillager outposts, ruined portals, and even a jungle temple. Our goal was to tame an ocelot, but after searching for one for a very long time, we realized that you can't even tame ocelots anymore. Then our goal became to tame every type of parrot. There are 5 kinds, and we soon found out how rare parrots are. Our parrots kept dying to creepers, so we realized we had to be more careful. It was painful to aimlessly walk around this huge jungle looking for a slight color difference in the landscape. That would be a parrot. And yes, there is a reason I said walking. No! No! What? Oh my gosh. No! Oh, the green one died. Oh, why? It got to the point where both me and Mark needed a red one and I needed dark blue. After way too long, I finally got every color of parrots. I hope I get the red one first. No way! Let's go! Oh my gosh, come here, boy. The next day, Mark was still looking for every color. At some point, his cyan parrot died, so now all we needed was that one. And I found it, which meant I could finally leave the jungle. Later, when Mark wasn't in the call, he murdered my parrot in cold blood. After the distraction with the parrots, we continued looking for a spot for Mark's base to be built, and decided on a taiga 2,000 blocks away from PEKKAS' Playhouse. We continued to work on the interior of Mark's base with a design using the new deep slate. Noah and John got on, and I was talking to John about how we got Parker to show us his house. And so, for some reason, we convinced him to let us, him to show us his house. Like, if any of them make a mistake, then we blow everything up. But Parker also said, if his house gets blown up, because he was, really worried we would blow it up because he showed us, if it gets blown up, then he said PEKKAS' Playhouse would get blown up too. So,
okay, let's blow it up.
No! I'm saying do not! Bro, you're breaking the treaty by doing that. You signed the treaty.
We want PEKKAS' Playhouse to get blown up.
I'm just saying, dude.
Parker's house so that we can get PEKKAS' Playhouse to blow up, right, John? Yep.
No!
Yeah.
Are you stupid? I was very worried here. I had no way of knowing if they were serious or not. We could not have them blow up their houses now because otherwise they wouldn't ever play again, and PEKKAS would be blown up. I was panicking and Mark wasn't responding, so I got Megan in a separate call and showed her this. I don't know, I'm gonna try to stop him. I need your help or something.
What do I do?
Come to my house, I'm gonna show you something I made a couple days ago in preparation of a war. Don't tell anyone. I'm gonna tell Mark eventually, but not now. Right?
Heavy? Whoa.
Take whatever you need. These are my potions. This potion room is where I found out how overpowered harming potions are. They can two-shot someone even if they have full netherite. I hadn't told anyone about this because then I could use it against people in a war for St. Duke's. But now I told Megan about it so we could prevent them from blowing up Parker and Timmy's house if we had to. Luckily, nothing got out of hand, but it was pretty clear that we couldn't trust Noah with this kind of information. Mark, come save us!
I know where your house is. I'm not gonna blow it up.
Yes, you are! You literally
Mark has never got on faster right now. He's sprinting.
Almost here. We're almost here, boys.
No, it's not worth it. It's worth it.
I'm not blowing it up. Jeez. It's always
Why
worth
do you
it.
feel like that's a lie?
I didn't say I'm gonna blow it up.
John?
John?
I don't speak for John.
During this same day, Andy got on, and he hasn't been on in a while, so we figured with everyone on, this would be the perfect opportunity to take on the Ender Dragon. Andy also said he wouldn't be able to do it any other time, so we did it now. Unfortunately, John's internet got blown up the moment Andy got on, so he wasn't able to do it with us. We spent a while trying to get horses for everyone, and when we finally did, we set out across the ocean in the same spot where the ocean monument was. We stumbled across a desert and a savanna. My prediction was that the stronghold was going to be in the desert, and Mark's prediction was that it was going to be under a savanna village. Of course, Mark was right, and we started digging. We all made it into the portal room and continued the tradition we had started in Season 1 of The Realm. We would always take a photo right in front of the lit portal before diving in. Noah threw in his sword, and Andy had some N&M Weed for some reason, and he threw that into the portal. And with that, we hopped in. As we were destroying the crystals, I formed my master plan. I told everyone we should get a picture with the dragon behind us, and then this happened.
Coming like a Hellcat. Hellcat.
4 out of the 7 people died, that being Johnny, Andy, Timmy, and Megan. The only ones to finish the kill were me, Noah, and Mark. It really was quite crazy all the stuff they had. Someone even brought like 10 axolotls for some reason. It was quite late, so nobody came back for their stuff, so we put it in the chest for the next day. Meanwhile, me, Mark, and Noah went to the end cities to look for an elytra. Mark and Noah searched together while I went alone. I truly can't describe how hard it was to find this stupid elytra. I found multiple end cities, but no ship containing an elytra. I searched for 3 hours and at least 10,000 blocks with little food and no blocks. And keep in mind that it was really late. I was very determined to find one tonight, though. However, it got to the point where if I didn't find one before 1 a.m., then I would stop and go to sleep. Oh. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yes, dude. Yes. Oh my gosh, dude. Let's go. Let's go, dude. Let's go. I'm gonna tackle this tomorrow, though. I'm very tired. But, we found it at 12:42. 12:42 a.m. And then, of course, the next day, Andy gets on and finds one very quickly compared to my pain. For these next few days, Andy was playing and upgrading his gear when we realized that Andy could have actually waited another day to fight the Ender Dragon, meaning John got kicked out for nothing. I also collected my elytra. I then went flying around to get elytras for some of the people that died, and John. I first went back to the overworld to enchant my elytra with Unbreaking and Mending. I got elytras for John, Johnny, and Megan, along with an extra for me. We were trying to fix part of the creeper farm when John found this. Someone...
Mark, come down to the collection area.
What's down there?
There's a double chest just full of gunpowder.
What? Give me this! What are you talking about, dude? Oh my gosh, thank you! We figured it must have been Johnny because it seems like something he would do, but we took it all. We finally got to talk to Toby about the treaty.
I lied to you.
Oh.
Sorry about that.
Okay, well anyway.
I just fear for my life and my friend's life. Anyways, continue the treaty.
If the treaty is burned or destroyed, then destruction will come to the lands. And that's it.
Okay, so I'd like to make a point clear.
Okay.
I do not live in St. Duke's.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
And so, after my first day, I've learned the value of being on people like yours' good side, because if I ever do anything bad, I probably will get my house burned and a ban.
Uh-huh.
So, I have not stolen in a long time. I'd like to make that clear.
Yeah, that's good that you've learned your lesson, hopefully.
Yes.
Would you like to sign it then, the treaty?
I'd like to metaphorically sign it, yes.
Okay. Can I just write your name down, since you're not here right now? Can I just do it for you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Great. Thank you. With Toby signing it, we only needed Timmy left to sign it. Now one of the biggest moments on the realm happened. And instead of talking about it, I'm just gonna let you watch what happens. Nice job, Mark. You did good. What the? Excuse me? What? 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 Huh? What? No. What? What? What?
What?
I'm clipping that. What the heck? What? I have no words. What the heck?
What happened?
Wait, I'm loading
What?
now. Please be there. Please be there. Okay,
Okay, I have three choices.
just place it down.
Actually, no, two.
What? What? I can't believe it.
What?
I think there may be some server lag. I tried to put paper into my shulker box, like my Elytra shulker box. I tried to put paper in there, and when I put it there, it went where like stuff was already there instead and replaced it, and it got rid of 2 Elytras, my phantom membranes, and a lot of gunpowder.
Wow. That's rough.
That's
almost like you burning it.
Yeah, that's like you burning it.
It was a glitch though.
What happened?
I'm gonna.
The game just hates me, be honest.
That is crazy.
Here, I clipped it. Here, we'll watch it together. So I have tons of paper. I go to put it in.
Yes.
I have the Elytras right there.
Oh my gosh. That is annoying.
Now, oh my gosh, I'm scared that I'm gonna lose my netherite then.
Just like completely close out of it.
Yeah, place it down and completely close out of Minecraft. Like,
Probably. I'll just get out. Oh my gosh, that sucks. My extra Elytra and Johnny's Elytra.
Then Mark just
Alright.
like,
What? No.
What?
No. No! What? 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 No!
What?
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 The shulker box is gone!
That's a rip. That is a rip. Did you guys in the same spot?
I don't know.
it's glitched. That spot is glitched.
I'm moving out. I'm moving out. Anyone want to buy my house?
I'll buy it.
Sure thing, I'll buy it. I'll just take it for free if it's haunted, you know?
What?
Well, I have an Elytra, so you wanna pay up?
I don't want to grab any more shulker boxes, dude.
They're all cursed.
What happened to all my totems? What the heck? Okay, I forced closed out of Minecraft.
Done.
What else is destroyed?
Mark, you took it, didn't you?
No, I was with Megan the entire
I
time.
guess these blocks are also...
You're kidding.
Here?
No, I was with Megan the entire time.
You're kidding.
Okay, Mark. Here's the final result for the profile.
No.
picture.
No way. No.
I was with Megan. Right, Megan?
Yeah, I'm on my way back.
It's gone.
You're joking. You took it.
This is
I'll clip it. No. I'm
Are you
serious.
actually like trolling us now, or?
Stop. No, you stop trolling me. Where is it?
I don't have it.
It's gone. Mark, you're stealing it. One of you are stealing it. Mark, come on.
I actually don't. You better not kill me. Get out.
And he just
Show
said
me
he
your
has
screen
it.
right now. Show me it now.
And he
Now.
just said he
I'm
has
not letting
it.
you get to an ender chest. Show me it now.
Now?
Yes, now.
Wait, what do I have, Noah?
I have nothing.
Show me. Show
Well,
me.
you just said you have it. I have it.
Show me, huh? Show me, huh?
No!
Make me.
Oh, you have it. Come here, boy. Come here.
But it was so clean. You didn't even see me. Oh.
Wait, okay, so you did steal it every time?
Yeah, I did.
Where are you guys?
Oh
I don't
my.
have your Elytras though. I don't know what happened to them.
Well, yeah, I know, obviously. You couldn't have done that.
Where are you guys?
I did get the gunpowder. That.
You're wrong.
Oh my gosh. That was stressful. On the first one, when the Elytra box got stolen, I genuinely thought it like disappeared. I'm like, bruh.
Well, you wanna do it? The trade. Let's make it 5 diamonds, cause I don't have many diamonds. I need. These are not cheap.
That was a bully. That was a bully.
Stop it. Don't get near.
What, do you also want a picture? Noah! Oh my gosh, I'm killing you, Noah. You better give that back.
I'll give you 5. You give me 1, I give you 5, then we'll do the other.
Okay, Noah!
Whoa, Noah! Noah got it. Okay. Hold on. Is that 4 or 5?
That's 4.
Okay, hold on. I don't have inventory space for the next one. I gave you 3 there.
Oh, get punched from behind.
Okay, thank you.
I guess you can have,
That's very mean.
you can have 2 stacks and...
Andy, get away! I have nothing.
Gilbert! What did I just give you?
What was it?
You weren't in the room! What?
Was it the elytras?
I gave him 2 elytras, 2 stacks of gunpowder, and 7 phantom membrane.
Oh my gosh.
Raining these diamonds.
What? What? How? You weren't in the room!
Alright, I'm keeping these 10 diamonds, but I'll show you what I did, okay? Deal?
You just BBM'd me! Oh my gosh! No! No, you just BBM'd me! Big brain marketing, no! Oh my gosh!
Dude, I was drinking water, and I was literally choking on the water. I was laughing that hard because of how well I just did that.
But here's the thing, it gets even crazier than that. Remember when I found that one room in my house with dead bushes Mark had taken?
Gilbert, this is what I did.
Hold on, not yet. I need my stuff back. I'm not...
Why is there so much of this stuff?
Don't break it! What?!
These are all the ones I have.
Huh?!
I was working on this the entire time.
Wait, what do you have? For the dead bushes.
What? Oh my...
I had to go to the desert and collect sand. That's how many there are.
These are all the ones you've stolen? What? No way!
Okay, well, this is what I did. I was like this, and I was right here at the end, and you were like, ah.
Oh my god.
So I was never in the frame.
Oh my gosh, what? You're evil.
And he just took him.
You know that? You're evil. This night just blew my mind and made me question if I could trust myself. BBM had won again. We then all gathered around Toby's military base. There wasn't much conflict until Noah accidentally killed John. Timmy got some of John's stuff and wouldn't give it back. This meant the treaty was being broken. He broke the stealing and annoyance category. Later that night, John blew up some of the landscape around Timmy's new house. The second part of the war was starting. But until that continued, me, Mark, and Noah wanted to make a new secret creeper farm. We wanted to make this so people would stop stealing from us when we went AFK at the creeper farm in PEKKAS. However, I wanted this farm all to myself because I needed lots of gunpowder for TNT. So I found a spot 2,000 blocks away next to Mount Your Grandpa and started building. Also gonna give a quick shout out to JC Plays, who gives us guides for all of our farms. I decided to tell Mark and Noah about the creeper farm because I figured I could trust them. So we finished making it. We were hoping that the rates would be better because it's over an ocean, and they were way better by a lot. Mark's base was coming along well. He didn't really need much from the base either, so it was pretty easy to build. It was just used to store his stuff from being stolen. My door was blown up by a creeper, and then later when I was in my house, this happened. Oh! No! No! No, no, no! No, no, no! Is he alive? Bro, no. my gosh. My longest lasting pet and my best friend was now dead. My only true ally on the server could no longer judge anyone for coming into my house. And just for the sake of it, I don't know what Mark was doing, but he stumbled across a ruined portal and found what was soon to be his most valuable item on the realm.
How rare is it to get a bell in a nether portal? I got a bell in a nether portal. You know, the ruined ones?
I don't know, I can look it up, I guess. It's 1.5. It's rarer than Pigstep.
Oh, I'm going to grab that bell. I'm framing this. Yeah, my bell. I'm naming it rarer than Pigstep.
Next was one of the things I was looking forward to doing most on this realm. In Season 1, me and Mark looked for the Pigstep music disc. It was our first time trying to find this disc, and we didn't know what to expect. Well, to put it simply, we lost our sanity. I searched for 6 hours, and Mark searched for 4. It was mentally draining, and by the end of it, it was all worth it to hear the song. As time went on, I realized that the experience of looking for Pigstep was actually really fun, and even though it was mentally exhausting, it made me love the disc. So for Season 2, I was going to force Mark to do it again with me. In Season 1, I actually did it again on my own and got it in 30 minutes, so this time I wasn't expecting it to take nearly as long as the 10 hours we collectively spent looking for it. On August 1st, we set out on the Pigstep Expedition. Before we got started, Mark wanted to try out his new crossbow he made.
It's time to test out the BBM supporter 9000. Yes, they got me 100 levels.
Okay, one shot.
Okay. Don't move.
What?!
Oh my god. Oh my gosh. I have 9 levels.
I really just have no words to say. He absolutely debated me. 100 levels gone. He discovered the most deadly weapon in the entire game. But I'm not going to say how it works because some people in the realm still, to this day, don't know how it works. However, I did force him to do Pigstep with me anyways. We started with looting a bastion I found together and then split up. We decided that whenever one of us found it, I would play Pigstep on my computer to celebrate. And at my 3rd bastion, and only 30 minutes in, I got it. Oh! Let's go! Mark also found one directly after me. I went back home, and while I was going home, Mark found 2 other Pigsteps, meaning he had 3 total. We just need 1 more in order to have 5. That's right, I went back in. The expedition continues. While I was searching, Mark would not stop talking about his bell and how it was rarer than Pigstep. But then I told him that it's rarer than a notch apple.
I can't believe I found a bell that's that rare. You gotta actually tell me if it's rarer than a notch apple.
I know,
really hope it is.
I'll look up. It's the rarest item in the game. I kept searching and I found 2 notch apples. I then found another Pigstep. I spent a while trying to figure out the different types of bastions, because I found out that Pigstep can only spawn in generic chests. It could not spawn in bridge, treasure, or Hogland stable chests. And 40 minutes later, I found another one. Slowly but surely, I was finding them. Doing the research to find where and how they spawned really helped. At this point, I was almost 4 hours in and I set a new goal. I wanted to go for a hotbar full of Pigsteps. I had 4 and Mark had 3, so that meant I only needed 2 more. Besides from all the Pigsteps I was finding, I was also finding tons of other good loot, such as gold blocks, soul speed, and netherite. Pretty soon after, I found a Pigstep in this chest. I only needed 1 more Pigstep to have a hotbar full. I started to head back home because I was 20,000 blocks away, but I would still loot any bastions I found until I got the final Pigstep. 5 hours after I started, I found the final Pigstep I needed. 6 hours after I had started, I was very close to being home, but then I found the craziest bastion I have ever seen. I started off with finding an extra pigstep. That was cool and all, but then this happened. I was shocked, and I had to find out just how rare it is. 0.26%. Now, I actually did do the math a bit wrong here, and it's actually 0.32%, but it's still astronomically low. This meant I now had 3 extra and had enough pigsteps to have the hotbar full without Mark. I finally made it back home after 6 hours and 20 minutes. I was able to finish my boots and enchant them with Soul Speed 3. This also meant my disc collection was complete. Now the moment I was waiting for. A full hotbar of pigsteps. After this, I was going to be gone for a week, so I used my amazing persuasion skills to convince Megan and John to netherite mine for me while I was gone. I also took gunpowder from Megan to use for fireworks for Pigstep. After I came back a week later, I barely got any netherite from them. While I was gone, Mark was netherite mining and made his own netherite throne. That's why he needed Megan's help. I tried to convince Mark to give me his netherite to contribute to the beacon, but it was no use. At this point, it wasn't looking possible to complete the netherite beacon because we didn't have enough time to get enough TNT and beds to netherite mine. And I don't think you guys understand, but I have no life, so I definitely could have done it if I had the time. But instead, I figured it didn't make sense to continue. When I came back, the treaty was broken even more. Toby let his friend named Vinny play on the realm in split screen mode, and somehow Toby didn't stop Vinny from destroying the battle arena and St. Duke's. Since it was in split screen, Toby could have easily stopped it by just turning off the TV. Just like how Timmy was responsible for Toby, Toby is responsible for Vinny. At this point, we were ready to say goodbye to St. Duke's and Toby's base that he named Murica. Except now it wasn't named St. Duke's. The treaty had been broken by this griefing and Timmy stealing John's gear. Now we were just waiting for the perfect time to release the final blow. On August 10th, St. Duke's would see its last day. Should we do a final tour of St. Duke's before we do this thing?
Yeah.
The giant hole John made down to Bedrock. Well, there it goes.
Bye, house.
Alright, Parker's house. Wow, so gorgeous.
Where the treaty was made and signed. Now destroyed.
My beautiful van. Everyone buy some sales while we're out of stock.
This building has been here since like the first or second day of the realm. All that pizza. Timmy, come here. I just have one thing to say to you.
What?
Your house is fine.
Oh my
How many? Might as well let They kill them all. Bye, I'm out of here. How many are you spawning? What the crap?
We're not sending?
You're gonna what?
Use my final skulls.
Gilbert?
Are you actually Gilbert? We're not gonna be able to kill them again.
No, we'll be fine.
I'm done with the withers. I'm going to his house.
Wait, I'm gonna loot it first.
What? No! No, not like this!
Best day ever. I don't know.
It's the best day.
No! Oh! What? No! Oh my god!
Almost died. No, the part.
Oh my god! No!
You were joking.
What?
You were joking.
You did.
I have to. You deserved it.
My house. This is how it ends, huh?
It needed to go.
I'm so mad.
This is how it ends.
This really is how it ends, huh?
No, this is how it began.
Why am I getting executed?
And to this day, we still see withers though.
Yeah.
So, is that a problem? That adds to the aesthetic.
And you're a simp, so you deserve to die. I got the levels. Let's go. That was very satisfying.
How many levels?
I lost everything, but more importantly, St. Duke's lost everything. After I spawned the withers, my house got blown up instantly because I quote-unquote went too far. I mean, all I did was spawn 5 of the most powerful monsters in all the realm, cause multiple people to lose their armor, and destroy the homes of seemingly innocent people. No biggie. The house I had built and lived in since the very beginning was now just a site to remember what happened this day. After that, I realized just how impossible it would be to kill these withers. I died multiple times and lost tons of gear. We tried lots of different strategies, but it was hard because everyone was looking for their stuff, protecting their home, or trying to fight all 5 of them. They were splitting off into all the corners of the earth, so slowly we were able to kill them one by one. Johnny reminded me of the suicidal rabbit on the PEKKAS Playhouse sign. There was a good chance the withers could go into PEKKA's Playhouse, so I took the rabbit off and put it in my ender chest. A lot of the time was spent trying to find them. We could not find some of them for the longest time, probably because...
Dude, there's 700 blocks in the air!
You're kidding.
No, I'm not!
I don't know how this happened, but that meant we had to fight them in the air in the middle of a blizzard. I found the 2 withers 1,000 blocks up in the air. Every time we tried to fight them, they would fly even higher. Eventually, Mark got 1 to half health, sending it to the ground. We all then fought it on the mountain. Oh, what?
Oh my gosh, that thing literally cracked you.
My game is crashing. I'm dead.
The final one I found in St. Duke's.
I've dropping withers.
No! Oh my gosh, no! Oh! No, my stuff! Someone pick up my stuff, please! The deed had been done. I decided that this chaotic day would be called the Rough Day, as named by Johnny. Everyone had lost tons of armor and gear. The next day was spent with me and Mark at the raid farm trying to get new stuff. There were some big problems with the raid farm because both me and Mark lost tons of gear we made because we somehow died while we were AFK. I was now living in Mark's old house in Pekka's Playhouse, but decided to build one more smaller house where my last one was with Johnny. On Season 1 of The Realm, Johnny built a tree house for me on the second day and named it Twee House. On the final day of The Realm, we took a final picture together on it. So we needed to build a tree house similar to the last one, and I figured it made the most sense to do it where my house had started. I told Johnny some very vague things about how I wanted to start something in the next realm, and I want him to be a part of it. He agreed, but he doesn't know what he is agreeing to. The Twee House is a symbol of the agreement. Twee House agreements cannot be undone. The signs say, This Twee House is a sign of me and Johnny's friendship. I have recruited Johnny as my right-hand man, and this is a sign of our fellowship. Licorice reigns supreme. We also put the suicidal rabbit and some cookies Timmy gave us in the Twee House.
Talking about the cookie stand, because I ate the cookie as revenge from...
No! No!
Hey, why did you eat the cookies?
Because you ate the adopted chicken.
No, those were my cookies, not his. What are you doing?
It was delicious. Really delicious.
Hey! Who stole the rabbit? Who stole the rabbit? You steal the rabbit?
No, please, no.
Does he have it? I got it.
Where's all my stuff?
I have it.
It's scattered everywhere. There's some stuff over here. Oh, Johnny, look at stuff.
Oh my gosh, dude.
Where's the rabbit skin?
No!
Mark, I'm blowing your stuff up. I just blew a lot of your stuff up.
No, that's my stuff! Are you kidding? You stole the rabbit!
I ate the rabbit.
No! Mark doesn't know this, but that suicidal rabbit actually wasn't the real one. Johnny replaced the real one with a fake because he knew it was going to get stolen. I found that Johnny took my OG pickaxe that I thought was lost on the rough day. Both Johnny and Mark wanted the extra pickaxe I made, so they did a battle arena fight. Mark gets no armor and only his crossbow, while Johnny gets full netherite armor. Alright, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, starting off right away with a bit of lag. Oh, Mark goes in with the crossbow shot. Now Johnny's just chasing him for the kill right now. This is not looking good for him. Oh! He comes back with the clutch. Wow, that was such a clutch. But then Mark burns to death because we all know, folks, no one escapes the arena alive. Alright, congratulations to Mark. He wins the pickaxe. Here is your prize. This pickaxe that has always been mine and doesn't even belong to you. Mark won with no armor. Not gonna lie, that's pretty pathetic on Johnny's part. Before the fight, me and Mark went to the mega taiga I found with John and built the netherite beacon there with the netherite we had. A total of 34 netherite blocks were used. After the fight, when we were messing around, Mark took Noah's shulker box, then hid it in a tree. I found it and pretended not to know where it was. This had all of his netherite, diamonds, and valuables. But it didn't really matter because at this point, the realm was basically over. Everything was in destruction and nothing left to do. Me and Mark finished off Parker and Timmy's base in the nether. There was one more thing we wanted to build before it was all over. That was an art gallery. We showed John Mark's secret base so he could work on it with us. The idea was for this gallery to include all of our rare or valuable items to us. We put various things such as Pigsteps, the 10 diamonds Mark scammed me with the elytras for, Mark's bell, and everyone's soul that he has collected. Mark went AFK and Johnny had his hands on some bedrock from a chest in Mark's old house and did this.
Why is Mark in Bedrock?
Oh my god! Oh my gosh, you better not. Dude, you're screwed.
This is the best thing I've ever done. Oh, he's out.
Oh, pretty easy.
Oh, you got out? We went back to finish the art gallery and here's how it looked. There were 5 books in the middle and lots of other items on the sides. One of the books was a book Mark had just written called BBM Hand Guide to Success. It was a book about how to become the best BBM employee you can be. Mark would not let anyone read it, however, because otherwise we would use the BBM strategies against him. So it was a forbidden book. Speaking of BBM, he burned my fully enchanted fishing rod that we were using as one of the items for no reason. I don't understand why, but he just did. If you're just gonna burn it, then I don't see what the point of it is, but okay.
I'm not just gonna burn it.
You're gonna blow it up?
No. I'm gonna burn it. Just kidding. I'm going to sleep with it. Oh, darn it. I forgot I had the totem.
We also did a match in the battle arena. Mark versus John rematch. In the first realm, they did a battle, and it was one of my favorite moments on the realm. Me and Mark trained a ton, and he barely clutched up. This time, I trained him again, going over different strategies and whatnot. So then, the day came for the rematch. 5 rounds. This is Mark versus John rematch. Mark won last time, so if Mark wins, he's the champion. And if John wins, then I don't know. He's cool, I guess. Alright.
Yeah. Then we do another rematch, I guess.
Round 1. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, hanging out right away.
No,
Trading hits
John's-
right away to start off the match.
John's gonna win
John's
this.
already
John's
dead.
winning. John's winning this one.
John is looking like he's gonna win this, but Mark, oh!
Oh, 1 heart, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Round 2. Let's get started. Alright. Fighters, are you ready?
Sure.
3, 2, 1,
No one
go!
shooting
Noah,
arrows.
stop it.
It's yeah.
Oh, John gets
Oh,
the
John
first
gets
hit. I
the
see some crits going in there. Mark is getting absolutely railed.
my
Oh
gosh.
my gosh. Did John win? He has to die. There we go. Thank you. No one escapes the arena alive. Fighters, are you ready?
Yeah.
Alright. 3, 2, 1. Round 3, go! This first hit's really gonna make a huge difference.
John's winning.
Oh no. Mark's getting railed. Oh, with the crit. Oh! Wow, that was impressive. I totally thought Mark was gonna die there. Wow. No one escaped the arena alive. If John wins this, he wins the whole thing. Congrats if you do, but you haven't won yet. Don't get too excited. Alright. 3, 2, 1, go! Alright, we have some suspicious activity with Mark. Oh, getting railed with the crits. He's gonna have to get a lot of crits here in order to win this match. Oh!
Ah, let's go, John is the
And that's
winner.
it! John wins!
20 totems.
John wins the rematch! But we must kill him because no one escapes the arena alive! Mark lost 3-1. Now there was only one other thing that the people on the realm wanted to do before it was over. My execution was awaiting. Everyone was on board to execute me for the events that occurred on the rough day. I wanted a way to escape. My plan was this. As they were about to flick the lever to release the anvils, I would break a piece of dirt to open chests with totems, invisibility potion, and a pickaxe. Grab the totems to survive the anvils, and then splash myself with invisibility and then mine out of the chamber. I tested different amounts of anvils they could do to figure out if I should break the iron bars or anvils. I wasn't sure if I could do this, but this was my best bet. I made a chamber in PEKKAS Playhouse so I could install the chest into the ground. I even made a path for me to escape with an ender chest at the end of the tunnel. Then, on August 22nd, I faced capital punishment. My plan went horribly. First of all, Mark wanted to completely move the chamber, meaning I also had to move the chest and all the stuff in it. It was very difficult to get the chest in the exact right spot without anyone noticing, but I did it.
Void hole, void hole.
Hey!
Shot. I just blocked it again.
He's gonna die, I guess. Void hole, void hole, void hole. I'm faster than you. I have an Elytra.
You have to have really sad music playing in the video.
Yeah.
Sad music? Why?
Or really rejoiceful music.
Alright, I gotta
Yeah.
put my stuff away. I also had to make a netherite axe because now the block I had to break was wood. Still, it could have been possible except for one thing that ruined it completely. He didn't do a countdown. Originally, I was going to break the block while they were counting down, but instead he just broke the block, so there wasn't enough time to survive. Also, they didn't even kill me to check if I had a totem on me, so I guess I could have just had one on me, but I expected them to search me before. With the execution done, the realm was essentially over. I had been defeated, and there was nothing left of any of the villages. Even Pineville was partially destroyed. But wait, there is one more detail that I left out during the rough day. Mark was threatening to blow up all of PEKKA's Playhouse because of the withers. I wanted to keep the battle arena I built so we could do the Mark vs. John rematch. This was my only opportunity to convince him to keep PEKKA's Playhouse. Can we at least keep the battle arena until we do the Mark vs. John rematch, please?
No. guys.
Let's go on a separate call. Well, you mentioned favors before, right? So what if I give you like 3 of those? It can be very powerful. Like on the next realm.
Oh, on the next realm?
Well, I mean, I don't know what you would do with it on this realm, though. Like, there's
What
no...
about one now? One now and one next realm.
Okay. And,
Deal?
wait, no, we're not, we gotta go over the terms. And the only thing is, like, for the favor, you can't tell me to destroy, like, my own house or my own, like, the battle arena or anything like that, okay?
Okay. Deal.
And and that means, so, I give you 1 favor now, 1 favor next realm, and it means you have to keep the battle arena. Deal?
Deal.
Alright, deal.
Can I cash in my favor now?
Right now?
Yeah.
Do I have to do it now or something?
I want to see your secret base.
Yes! That's what I thought. I was like, fuck.
Oh, shoot.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Yes!
He outsmarted me completely. You may not remember this, but a while ago I mentioned how I accidentally told him I had a secret base. For the whole realm, he was bugging me to tell him where it was, but I never did. But now, I had no option. On August 17th, I revealed the vault.
Alright, Gilbert. Show me.
Gosh, someone stole my horse.
Where are you going?
To Gilbert's secret base.
Actually?
Yeah. If you steal anything or blow it up or anything, we're not friends. Seriously, please do not. Stay behind me. Alright, come up here.
How often do you go to this place?
Whenever I gotta put stuff in there.
Like, how often did you go?
Quite a bit. Yeah, let's park our horses here. Alright, follow me. Mark, you know
What?
for how the withers after the withers you blew up my house?
Yeah, that was worth it. Worth every single penny I've ever spent.
Flip the lever. I have one thing to say. Your house is gone.
Oh.
This is the secret vault. It has a mini replica of the Farlands. Why the Farlands? Well, because I'm going there. The whole realm, I had this plan to go to the Farlands, which meant I needed tons of preparation to get all the materials and items I needed. For those who don't know, the Farlands are a glitch in Minecraft that spawns 12.5 million blocks out from spawn. It is almost impossible to get there, but I wanted to do it. It is pretty complicated, but basically they would usually look something like this. But since we were on an Xbox realm, they would look more similar to this. For the whole realm, I was preparing to see exactly what I needed and how to get there. The main overview of the items I need are lots and lots of gunpowder and paper for fireworks, lots of shulker boxes to store my items, and tons of golden carrots to have food along the way. I also needed a place to store these items before I went to the Farlands. The vault you just saw is the place I stored it. So now let's rewind from where we just were all the way to the beginning of the realm to show you the preparation that went into this. On May 19th, I decided that I wanted to go to the Farlands. I did the research to find that it was possible. I didn't know how difficult it would be, but I just knew it was possible. Right when the creeper farm was built, I was going AFK every night for gunpowder. I told you that earlier, but now you know the reason. Sometimes people would steal the gunpowder, but on average I got about 20 stacks of gunpowder each night. And the main person who was stealing my gunpowder was Johnny. And on that day when John found the chest with all the gunpowder, I realized that all the gunpowder that was in those chests was gunpowder that Johnny had stolen from me. I was storing all of my gunpowder in chests underneath my flooring, and quickly realized I would need a better place to hide all of my items, because there was going to be at least 30 double chests full of items. I remembered a location on the way to the raid farm that looked really cool. It was a valley with snowy mountains all around it. This was the perfect spot to build my secret vault. On June 13th, I started building my biggest project on the realm. During the build of the vault, I hired Megan as my worker. To gather me wither skulls. The skulls used to decorate the vault to show my power.
Me collecting a certain amount of wither skulls.
Oh yeah, can I have those? I'll pay you.
Probably not.
No, I'll pay you. Can I have them? I'll pay you to get me wither skulls.
How many do you want?
You pay me? Easy peasy.
Let's go on a separate call for a minute.
Hello?
So, I'm working on something. It's not to summon withers. I promise you that.
It's not world destruction?
Possibly not. I can't really tell you for sure. No one is allowed to know about this. I'll pay you for wither skulls. While you get those, I'll work on getting like a payment for you of some kind.
Okay, yeah, I'll work on that.
Okay.
I'll get back to you.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I needed some form of payment for Megan, so I knew the perfect person to call. The hacker. Alright, Noah, so... We're good pals, right?
You declined my first offer of getting wither skulls.
No, that I have a different offer for you. I need you to help me collect some diamonds.
And what's the catch?
The catch is I need your hacks. Should we do like an X-ray glitch, maybe?
You want me just to use X-ray? Here you go, good sir. Well,
Thank you. On July 1st, I made the trade with Megan and showed her what she was contributing to. Oh my gosh, that's crazy. Okay, here, I have 8 diamond blocks for now. Grab your horse, I'll show you. If I find out that you told someone, you're screwed. Your village is gone. Lapineville is no more.
It doesn't exist.
Yeah, it's never existed. Okay, by the way, I'm putting a lot of trust into you, so, you know, just... You're the person I trust the most on the realm.
I know, I would never trust Mark. I mean, he's my brother and all, but just...
Yeah, no way. I would be screwed.
Oh. Wait, what does that say?
Farlands.
Far. Oh my gosh, so
the
the whole walls are gonna be filled with wither skulls?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, how much gunpowder do you have?
I calculated that I would need about 4.5 stacks to cover all the walls with wither skulls, and I didn't want to make Megan do it alone, so I did most of the rest of the skulls. The first trip to the Nether Fortress didn't go so well. I spent the next week or so doing this all day. I made different pathways in the fortress and made everything safe so I could easily kill them. I even made a new sword called the Decapitator that had Smite 5 and no knockback to make wither skeletons one-shot to kill and blazes not get knocked back as far. I collected about a stack of skulls each day. I was also collecting bones at the same time to use as bone meal for our sugarcane farm. I needed to get lots of bones to get enough sugarcane. And with the wither skulls completed, I put them on the wall. After I finished collecting all the wither skulls, I spent the next 3 days in the nether again, farming skeletons to get more bone meal. I finished both gunpowder and sugarcane collecting at this time, which meant I really only needed shulker boxes left. For golden carrots, I was just constantly buying them from maxed out farmer villagers whenever I could. In total, I had 15 double chests of gunpowder, 15 double chests of paper, 2 double chests of golden carrots, and I am going to have 2 chests of shulker boxes. And I actually already went over shulker boxes when we raided End Cities earlier in the video, so now we can go back to when I revealed the vault to Mark. I was ready to go to the Farlands, so I emptied out all of my chests into shulker boxes. Next, I showed the rest of the people the vault. Alright guys, so, you know with like St. Duke's, I only spawned like 5 withers, right? Like 5 withers, 15 skulls. Like, I just had a feeling that just wasn't enough, so I think we're gonna finish it off right here.
Oh, this is basically just Technoblade's room.
Oh my god, come here.
You know, like, St. Duke's I used like 5 withers, but I feel like that just like isn't enough, so I decided to get this much.
What the heck?
We also showed John the weed farm. Things did not go well.
Give me the god apple.
I don't have it.
Would you be mad if I ate it right now? Give it back.
Eat it, I dare you.
Oh gosh, I will. Okay.
Oh! I'm out of here, no!
I'm gonna put Pablo down.
Uh,
I'm gonna put these down. Pokemon is dead to
Bro.
me. I'm not a simp.
why are you killing all the parrots?
Because anarchy.
Bruh! What the heck? Noah killed the OG D's. I forgot to mention, but D's never died. Mark faked the death of D's to protect him. But now it didn't matter. Me and John started talking about the future of the realm and how stuff like this ruined it. I knew the cause of why people acted like this, but I will go into that later.
Yeah, last round was way better. I liked how like we were all close together and we had like rules about like not destroying stuff. And the church and the battle arena.
People were actually smart. I'm kind of sick of just like everyone just wanting to destroy stuff. Villain origin story with Mark or whatever and Nomadic Life. Like that was good. But, I don't know, like, it just gets taken too far sometimes.
Yeah, I think we repeat the first round. Because we tried, like, being, like, nice and we've tried doing, like, hostile people. Yeah, I way prefer the last one.
Yeah.
We were just, like, playing the game.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do. I don't know. I'm excited for next round. I just want people to play, really.
Yeah, I don't want, like, people to be like quitting because they're getting like mad and stuff over like people stealing their stuff and like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. I put the stuff I already had in my ender chest in Mount Your Dad. Also, Mark's bell went in there because I took it from the museum when Noah tried to steal it. And now I was ready to leave for the Farlands. I had finished everything I wanted to do. Well, except one thing. There was one more detail I left out. Something the vast majority of the people on the realm still have no idea it existed. And to understand, we must go back to the very beginning. The very first day on the realm, and one of the first things I said in this video. This apple will signify our friendship. You must cherish that apple until the very end. This will be the apple we keep for the entire journey. I never mentioned it anywhere else in the video except for here. So now it's time to tell the story of what happened with those apples. Once I gave Mark that apple, we made sure to protect our apples very carefully. Mark then proceeded to die. I picked up his apples and threw one of them into the river so we could keep one each. After he got back, Mark went diving for the apple I threw into the river because he didn't know which was the real apple. At the end of that day, me and Mark decided we wanted John to be living near us and have a pact together.
Give him my spare apple.
Oh, yes! Yes! Oh, that's genius. Once John got on for the first time, we told him about the apples and gave him one. But somehow, Mark, being the bad player that he is, picked up 10 more apples. So now I had 1, John had 1, and Mark had 10. From this point on, we wouldn't tell anyone else about the pact we had made. Me and John were talking about a place to keep our apples and decided a secret underground church would be cool. Remember that one fox named Dapple at the beginning of the realm that died just a few days later? The real reason I was so sad over the death of Dapple was because me and John were thinking Dapple could be a part of the secret church as the priest. On May 27th, me and John were the only people on, so we started to discuss where we should build our secret underground church for the apples. We were looking around in mountains and such until I accidentally stumbled into a pond. I realized this could actually be a really good entrance, so John started digging out the area and I started making a secret redstone door. It worked perfectly, so all you had to do was throw down an item on this block and it would open for you to swim through. I showed Mark where the church was and we discussed some ideas. All 3 of us, which I will now be referring to as the Apple Kings, got to work on decorating the church. We tried many different designs but ended up thinking that the upstairs should be some sort of nature-style garden. For the main chapel area, Mark used all of his valuable blocks for the ceiling. We changed our mind on what was built upstairs and made it more like an actual garden. It still wasn't exactly how we wanted it though. Then I realized a Zen garden was closest to the idea I had in my head. So I started building that and it turned out pretty good. On June 8th, we were in Noah's house and I thought it was only me and Mark in the call, so I said, in the call, we could use these for the church.
You're building a church?
In my basement.
In your basement?
Apparently Megan was listening in the same room as Mark. It was such a scary and close call, but luckily Mark was able to cover up my mistake. I finished up the upstairs with bamboo and other details in the Zen garden. The church was coming together well. This was a project that was being worked on for basically the entire realm, so we came back to it whenever we had free time. Our biggest priority was keeping this a secret because this video is the first time anyone, except for the Apple Kings, finds out about it. The next part of the church to work on was the chapel. We made areas on each wall that would have our apples on eventually, and started on the flooring. I added a wall and ceiling to the Zen garden. However, I didn't like the blue, so I changed that later. I was on by myself, and I finished the rest of the chapel with amethyst and deep slate for the flooring. Some parts Mark didn't like the look of, so we made some changes, and then on August 14th, me and John finished the church. John added a dispenser full of fireworks right in the middle as a celebration. We both named our apples and put them in the item frames. Mine was named the Supreme Apple, and John's was named the Amazing Apple. Then we transported a fox from above ground into the chapel. This fox was supposed to be Dapple, but instead it's just some random fox. We found out quickly that if we wanted it to carry something in its mouth, we had to breed 2 foxes and keep the baby. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. Should we name the fox, the baby one? Or should we orphan it first? Let's orphan it. Don't... Oh my gosh. Come here, kid. Oh my gosh, you... Okay, you just murdered it. Present this fox with the title, The Apple the Priest. There it is. We named the baby Dapple the Priest in remembrance of Dapple. On August 18th, the Apple Kings trio was fully complete with Mark's apples being added to the church. And that's the story of the Apple Kings. On this realm, it wasn't much more than an idea. Perhaps on a future realm, the Apple Kings will band back together to take over. But until then, the Apple Kings and Dapple the Priest are at rest deep within the church. Now, with that out of the way, I finally started my journey to the Farlands. I had to travel a total of 1,568,853 blocks in the Nether to make it there. I would then build a portal and then I would be in the Farlands. On August 23rd, I started my flight. That first day, I only did 20,000 blocks because it was pretty late at night when I started. It took me about an hour to do 20,000, meaning if I stayed at that same pace for the entire journey, it would take me 78 hours. The thing is, there isn't much I can say about it because it is basically just flying through endless nether terrain. But I can talk about the mental side of things. The journey was brutal. These are the types of things I do for fun though, mental endurance stuff. It's just what I find fun, to see how far I can push myself before I break. For this, I didn't have to think while I was flying. It was all just muscle memory, and it didn't even feel like I was there, especially when everything I see looks the exact same constantly. The challenge came from seeing how long I was willing to sit there and just fly. For the first few days, I was traveling about 100,000 blocks a day. Later, I switched to doing 100,000 blocks a day instead. I put on NCS or the fat rap music and just listened to that whenever someone else wasn't in the call with me. I sat in the group chat call most of the time alone. Sometimes people would join and I would be able to chat for a while. Every time I reached a milestone and Mark was in the call, he would plug his channel. Day by day, I was making progress.
How far are you?
100,000, baby! Let's go!
Hey guys, welcome to my channel saying Pumpkin
How far
Zero
you get?
Zero.
Pumpkin Gaming?
Every subscriber will get a piece of Gilbert's hair. if he
What?
has it.
No!
Yes,
Oh,
yeah, I clicked it.
200,000. Let's go. We are approaching 300,000. 400,000. 500,000. One of my goals while doing this was to find a bell from a ruined portal, just like Mark had. On August 27th, I found it. Ruined portal. Oh my gosh! Besides that, there isn't anything else really interesting that happened on the journey. During that first 500,000 blocks, however, Johnny, for some reason, burnt down John's perfect condition house. I wasn't back at home, so I couldn't really see the damage. I kept making it to new milestones, and soon enough, I was even at 1 million. 700K. 800K. 900,000. 1 million. By this point, it had been 8 days since I started. Also, while I was flying, I found this.
I don't know.
How do you not know? Oh, Pigstep. How did you lose them? Oh! Oh my gosh! What? I found 2 in the same chest again. I wasn't even checking every bastion I went to, just a few. This was pretty crazy, but from now on, nothing else interesting happened until I got to the coordinates. On September 11th, I made it. Ooh. I made it. This is it. This is it. This is the line. I set up my inventory in the portal, and I was ready to go through. On the next day, I would go through. As I did some final testing, I realized I wasn't far enough. If I made a portal here, I would technically be in the Farlands, but it wouldn't be how I thought it would be. Instead, it would just be ocean, which meant if I wanted to see what I originally thought I was going to see, I would have to go to the Stripe Lands. The Stripe Lands are even further than the Farlands, and you can tell by the name, but every other block is missing, hence the name Stripe Lands. I didn't come all this way just to see an ocean, so I decided I must keep going. The new coordinate I had to go to was 2,097,152. This meant another 500,000 blocks of travel. On September 14th, everything was going okay, but then I got on later that day to do some more traveling to find this. The coordinates had been turned off. I was so annoyed. I knew Mark had done this to mess with me. Until the coordinates were turned back on, I had to either not travel or hope I flew in the right direction the whole time. There had been some points where I started flying the wrong way and didn't realize it, so this was risky. They didn't get turned on for quite a while, so I decided to just fly and hope. I didn't have any way of tracking how far I was going, and I just made sure to pay extra attention to which way I was going. Finally, on September 16th, Mark got on Kyle's account to switch the coordinates back on for me, and then he found something very interesting.
No.
Oh
wait.
my gosh!
I actually didn't do this.
Oh! It's...
Yeah.
Oh, there it is. Okay. This
The
was...
sign!
No way.
Pekka got taken!
No! Oh my gosh!
That is funny.
No! My home!
The treehouse is gone!
No! No! No, my Twee House! No! Oh my gosh, why? New chunks had spawned in our existing realm. I had to get on my brother's Minecraft account to get on the realm to see what was going on. The entire terrain was destroyed. Every couple hundred blocks, there was a line of chunks that went on forever with completely new chunks. It didn't match the biome at all. And there was even a giant hole in the ground. There was absolutely no way Mark could have done this on his own. This was natural. I have no idea how this happened. It is definitely the craziest thing I have ever seen happen in Minecraft. It went straight through a lot of people's bases, including my Twee House. It was completely destroyed. And also the church was deleted. To this day, none of us have an explanation for this. The only thing that we figured it could possibly link to was the fact I had traveled so far in the Nether. We don't know why it would have caused it, but it is our only guess. We figured out that the coordinates were being shut off because of this new terrain generation. Mark was able to turn the coordinates back on, and luckily I had flown the right way the whole time they were off. I was only 150,000 blocks away. On September 17th, I was only 10 blocks away. The past 24 days that I spent just flying all came down to this moment. We had Mark, Noah, and Johnny all in a call ready for this historic moment. I set up my phone and turned my camera on so they could see exactly what was happening on my screen. I was so happy that I could finally be done with this. Everyone was watching and waiting, and then I took my step, and this happened. Alright, I am 1 block away.
There's a zombie apocalypse mod.
Noah, you're ruining the moment. Oh my gosh.
Realistic zombie apocalypse mod.
Noah.
What?
Oh my god!
Parasite mod.
What? What?
Oh.
What?
Was that planned?
No, what?
Was that planned?
Are you kidding? It was all gone. All that time I had spent to reach the Farlands was lost on the final block. Nobody believed this was true. They thought I was trolling, but I wasn't. I thought that this could only happen like 8 million blocks out, but I was wrong. I did some research again to figure out why I died. Then I came across one of the videos I used to research before I left. It said this: the chance to fall through the block started on the exact block I needed to be on. I was in shock that everything was taken from me in an instant. I was back at PEKKAS Playhouse. That was it. No going back. Someday I will be back to attempt this again, but until then, it's over. With the death of me on the final block, the realm was done. Everything was in destruction with absolutely nothing left. To end it off, Johnny built a new Twee House, and we took our final picture together to remember all that was gained and all that was lost. And that's season 2. I hope you guys enjoyed because I put a ton of work into this video. I will also be uploading unedited videos after this video with play sessions on the realm like the Pigstep Expedition and the Rough Day. Now, before I let you go, I want to talk about one more thing. That day, when me and John were talking about the future of the realms, I mentioned that I knew why people acted in ways like Noah had. It was all the cause of BBM. Just look at all the things BBM had done. BBM had burned Parker's house because why? It was just too close to his house? BBM threatened people's houses and lives if we didn't listen to what he told us to do. BBM blew up some random kid's house on a survivor world. BBM persuaded Parker to tell us the location of his house just so Mark could blow it up. BBM manipulated Noah into thinking I stole his gunpowder. BBM scammed me out of 10 diamonds. BBM burned my fishing rod for absolutely no reason at all. BBM is manipulative, selfish, and evil. When me and John were talking, we realized all we wanted was to have fun and all be friends like how it was in Season 1. But with BBM around, it wasn't possible. Parker and Toby didn't deserve this much hate. I only supported BBM for as long as I did because I had no other option. So to Parker, Timmy, and Toby, I'm sorry for everything that happened to you and what I did to you. And as for BBM, let's just say, BBM won't survive on the next round. See you in Season 3.